Hey guys, what's going on? It's Russell again. So I'm going to do a video today on a new guy that I've just joined the service. His name's Andrew. You might have seen all the ads on Facebook. It's the stockmarketwolf.com, this guy. So I'd seen him about, like seen some of his ads. There's a lot of ads like how to make 50,000 in a morning and stuff on Facebook. So I thought I'd check him out. So I bought the subscription to this service, the Stock Market Wolf. So I'm going to talk a bit more about the service in other videos. I'm planning to stay a member of this and take their trades and go through all the different stuff they have to offer, because there's quite a lot of stuff that they offer in this service. So today I really just wanted to give a quick overview of who Andrew is and tell you a bit about the beginner's course that they include in this package, which I'll show you in a sec. So anyway, this is Andrew on the right here. He has been trading since he was 18, so I think about 12 years ago it looks like. So, interestingly, is this guy is actually working at a Fortune 500 biotech company at the moment, at least when he wrote this page, so I'm assuming it's up to date. And he has degrees in biology and biotech, which is pretty interesting, and an MBA as well. So, interesting background. I like how open he is. I haven't tried to verify any of this, but there isn't really any reason to make this up or anything like that. The only thing that I've noticed in this bio is he doesn't really talk about how successful a trader he is. It's almost like you're just supposed to take that for granted. I don't know. I like how he was a student of these guys. I also learned a lot from them, Tim Sykes and Cameron in particular. So I understand like where this guy's coming from, but nowhere on the site can I find anything to suggest that he actually makes any money trading. He doesn't even claim to be, I mean I guess he does, since has been profitable and active trader in large and small caps, so that's good, but there's no track record, there's no really anything to give this guy any real credibility, so you just have to kind of take his word for it that he's a good trader, right? However, I think he's charging about $100 a month, so I joined. Just wanted to show you one thing really quickly. This will load. So yeah, so he has these three different programs. You can see what's involved. The Cub program's $25 a month. I didn't choose that one because there's no alerts or anything. You get the beginner course that I'm going to show you today, and you get some watch lists. This one's $150 a month. So you see it down there, 150. It includes the beginner course, the day trader course, options course, day trade alerts, swing trade alerts, option trade alerts. So you've got everything basically. But this is the one I signed up for, the Wolf program, so it's $100 a month. And it looks like you just get the beginner course with that. So I figured I'd start here and just work my way through this over a series of videos as I test out some of these different things. So the beginner course was pretty easy to find in the Discord. So here's the Discord. It's this Wolf guy here, Stock Market Wolf. This is the menu for all the things that they offer. So looking here at the very start, beginner course. So I went in and did the course, and I wanted to tell you a bit about it, and just in case it's something that you might want to buy. The course I don't think is available by itself. It looks like it's only at the moment at least, inside the Discord. So it's something that you'd have to join to get it. But honestly, these courses, I see them selling for $300. So a month in here you can get access to that. So it's pretty good value from what I see so far. Let me just go to the course itself, which is here. Just see, zoom out.
I think we're gonna bottom out.
Alright, so this is the course. It's on YouTube, so probably shouldn't leave this up here. It's on YouTube, so it's an unlisted YouTube video, which I thought was interesting. It's had a ton of views, so it's had 27,000 views, so that's a lot of people coming through now. Maybe they didn't all pay for it. This looks like it was some sort of webinar, which he recorded and then posted as his like course. But the quality of the content's actually really high, so it covers a lot of different things. I'll go through them step by step, but I wanted just to point out who this course is probably most beneficial for. So I would say it's most likely a beginner. So what I found is I didn't learn really anything from the course, but if you were very new to trading, then you would probably learn quite a bit, and it would at least give you a roadmap of where to start with some different technicals, and just kind of cut out all the noise and give you a course that you could focus on just the things that matter, right? So it would give you a starting point that's really pretty solid, in my opinion. So it's 2.5 hours long, and I thought it was 3.5 because it says like here, but because it's a webinar that you recorded, there's tons of questions from people that are listening, so they come on throughout, in the middle, and at the end, and they ask him questions on audio, which is good. You can hear them, and they're asking him stuff, and you get a real feel for whether this guy can answer questions and has a solid grip of what he's talking about, and he does. So that's pretty good. And it's quite happy to see him fielding these questions from real people. So let me just show you if I can zoom in here, try and see the actual agenda. So this is right at the start of the video. It explains some of the stuff that he goes through. So what is the difference between trading and investing? He spends probably 10 minutes talking about this. Really nothing new there, just about the benefits for and against trading and for and against investing. Didn't really add much value there. What are the pros and cons of trading? Same with that. Didn't really add much to it. Nothing really that exciting. Software and websites to use, that was actually pretty good. So he did put a big list of all the things he uses and why. And inside the Discord you can actually find that list, which is here. And he puts links to everything that you might need, which is really good. So it's kind of just takes all the noise out there and puts it all in, into one place, filters out. This is what he does. He claims to be a successful trader. This is what he uses. It's a good thing to start, it gets you going. The books that he recommends, there's also a book list in the Discord, and he talks about them on the video in the course. What equipment do I need? This is cool. He actually links to all his different equipment that he uses, from his gaming mouse and keyboard to his big monitors, and which laptop he uses and things. So that's kind of cool. Again, it cuts out the noise and gets you focused, which is what these paid courses are really valuable for, in my opinion. So he does a lot of Thinkorswim. So if you're a new trader that is looking to use Thinkorswim, it's a really popular brokerage. You get a lot of value from this because he goes through basically all his examples, and all his setups are all done in Thinkorswim, so you can get a lot of benefit just from being walked through some of that stuff, which is really cool. So he actually gives out his templates, so inside the Discord you can follow links to get the actual screen layouts, those templates you can get that set it up exactly as he has. So it's a really good starting point if you're new to Thinkorswim as well, and you want to kind of replicate a more experienced trader's setup. So that's pretty cool. Talks about how he gets real-time data, how he sets up his charts. That's kind of all incorporated in the TOS stuff. He's going to look at my list and notes in case it goes. So blah blah blah, provides equipment list. Thinkorswim annoyingly offers a link. Yeah, so I said he offers the link in the course, but it's not in the description or anything, but it's inside the Discord, so I got over that part of things. So after this introduction into the basics of what brokerage he uses, which is Thinkorswim, all the educational stuff, he starts talking about the technicals. So let's go back to his. So what are candlesticks? He starts from the very beginning and explains really clearly 3 types of candlesticks basically, and talks about a doji and a bullish and a bearish candlestick. Really nice, simple explanation. So well, it's nothing new at all to anybody who's been trading more than a few weeks. It's still a good place to start.
There's no secrets. You could do your own research.
So I continue down here. So he basically talks about some chart patterns. It's like the top 10 chart patterns that everybody else knows and talks about. Interesting, but not that relevant. What is support and resistance? I like how he talks about support and resistance actually. So he actually gives us some more definition of how he uses support and resistance. Like, everybody has different definitions for what support is and what resistance is. He goes through exactly what his requirements are for it to be support and resistance on multiple different time frames. So that's pretty cool. I like that section quite a lot. It was like back to basics, solid basics of trading. So I like that. He also showed how he does it on TOS, which is nice, Thinkorswim. He then launches into all his different, well, it's not proprietary, but it's his specific simple strategies. So he uses these indicators all kind of combined into one. So he has to see verification on each one of them, and he talks about that for the majority of the course. So it's simple moving averages, MACD, RSI, VWAP and Bollinger Bands, and volume, and level 2. So he outlines, so the majority of the meat of the course is really on this stuff. If you're new to trading, again, this is a brilliant place to start. It gives you these indicators that can be easily put on TOS, and he shows you how to do that, and then walks you through exactly what he would do on a trade. He doesn't show very many real life examples of him trading. I don't know if they're anywhere else, but it's not one of these courses where it goes through millions and millions of example trades with them cherry picking the trades that worked and showing you them. It doesn't really have that in it, which is really refreshing because you can just focus on the fundamentals, and that's what this course really is about, is the fundamentals of using Thinkorswim in conjunction with some basic chart patterns, and basically just going into a lot of detail about that for 2.5 hours non-stop, which I was surprised. Usually these courses are broken up into modules and things, but 2.5 hours this guy talked, and then for the last hour he fielded a whole bunch of questions from people. So yeah, so let me just go into a little bit. I think I covered most of what's in here. Level 2, it's a nice section, it's pretty detailed. He explains how his strategy has a 60 to 70% win rate when he incorporates all these indicators and how he does them. So that's a 2 to 1, like about a 2 to 1 win rate. So he goes into his risk reward, his profit percentages, all that kind of stuff, and goes into risk management in a lot of details, setting up TOS to give you the right stop order, the right position size so you can execute pretty quickly. Some nice fine tuning of getting in at good prices and things are mentioned in there as well. And another good part he mentions at the end is actually the Thinkorswim scanning filters that he uses. So overall, like, this isn't a bad course, and for 1 month of, if you were just to sign up just for this, for example, and do 1 month of his stock market stuff, stock market wolf alerts, you would get this course, you work through it, and then you get the rest of his Discord, which is all these different alerts as well. So it's definitely worth checking out in my opinion, and I'm going to go through this whole Discord and try and break it down because it's turning into quite a popular one. They've got quite a few thousand members in here, and I see this guy everywhere. So anyway, that is the Stock Market Wolves beginner course review. I really think you should check it out if you're new to trading. If you're not, if you've had more than a month or two trading, it might not be for you, although if you want to find a strategy that's really simple, focuses on just a handful of indicators, and seems to work, then this course might be for you. Anyway, stay tuned for more videos on this guy's Discord, and I'll catch up with you in the next video. Alright, cheers guys.